Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Saad. I've recently uploaded several videos about my Hajj journey last year with Nusuk, and in this video I will go into detail about my Hajj package. I hope this video will be helpful, especially for those of you planning to go for Hajj this year. Our Hajj package was provided by Al Bayt Guest, and it was a standard package lasts for 20 days, including 4 days in Madinah and 16 days in Makkah. For this year, in 2025, this package is very similar with the package A5500U. The basic price was around 29,950 riyals. It is relatively the same as this year price. The flight cost from the UK at the time was around 8,000, which is about 1,600 pounds sterling. So in total, I paid around 8,000 pounds. This package was one of the most affordable package offered by Al Bayt. However, cheaper package were available from other providers, starting at around 20,000 riyals. And for this year, I think there are even more package being offered for less than 20,000 riyals. So from the package, I obviously got the accommodation. In Madinah, I stayed in Waqaf Othman bin Affan Hotel, which was about a 7-minute walk to Masjid Nabawi. And in Makkah, I stayed in Kiswa Tower Hotel, which was around a 15 to 20-minute walk to Masjid Al-Haram. In Mina, I stayed in Al Muaisim camp, which is about 3.5 kilometers to Jamarat. And in Arafah, I also stayed in a tent, although I was there only during the day. And in Muzdalifah, we were only provided with a rug on the ground and a sleeping bag to sleep. My package was non-shifting, meaning that we stay at the same hotel during our stay in the Mecca. And then during the main Hajj days, when we travel to Mina and Arafah, we could leave our belonging in the hotel and return if needed. For those who choose a shifting package, the accommodation arrangement in the Mecca is a little bit different. Pilgrim will stay in a hotel close to Masjid Al-Haram for a few days before or after the main Hajj days. But during the main Hajj days, they would stay in a hotel further away in Azizia or other area in Mecca. So for example, if a pilgrim arrives in Mecca on the 7th of Zulhijjah, they may stay in Azizia first until the end of Hajj. And then after Hajj finish, they will then move to a hotel closer to Masjid Al-Haram and stay there for a few days. For the room arrangement in the Makkah and the Madinah hotel, for the basic price, I stayed in the quad bedroom with 3 brothers in my group. The package also offered triple and double room at an additional cost. The cost for a double room, for example, was with additional 1,500 pounds per person. Breakfast and dinner were provided both in Madinah and in Makkah hotel. In Mina and Arafah camps, lunch was also provided. However, in Muzdalifah, there was no dinner. We only given light meals in Muzdalifah. Snacks and drinks were available at any time in Makkah hotel, Mina camp, and also in Arafah camp, but not in the Madinah hotel. For the transportation, as I mentioned earlier, flights were not included in the basic price, but most other transportation costs were covered. So from Madinah Airport, a bus were provided to take us to the hotel, and then from Madinah to Mecca we traveled by train, which was included in the package. During the main Hajj days, buses were provided to transport us between the hotel, Mina, Arafat, and also Muzdalifah. However, from Muzdalifah to Jamarat, the road was very crowded, so we chose to walk. Transportation from our hotel to Mina on the 10th of Zulhijjah after we finished Tawaf Ifadah was also not provided, so we had to arrange it ourselves. And then when we needed to return from Mina to our hotel on the last Hajj days, Al Bayt provided only limited buses, so many of us had to find our own transportation from Jamarat to hotel. For the Hajj equipment, we didn't receive any Hajj equipment in the UK, so we had to prepare everything ourselves. But in Mina camp, we were given some essential items such as a backpack and an umbrella. The guidance throughout the journey were quite well and well organized. We were assigned to a small group around 40 to 50 people, most of us from the UK, with a Mutawif as a group leader. Before Hajj, we stayed together through a WhatsApp group and an online webinar. And then Arif Hajj, the UK partner of Al Bayt for our package, also conducted regular webinar for preparation. In addition, they also organized offline seminar in Birmingham and London to help pilgrims prepare for the journey and meet the other pilgrims. The package that I booked included ziarah tour both in Madinah and Makkah. In Madinah, we visited Masjid Quba, Mount Uhud, and a Death Farm. And in Makkah, we visited Tur Mountain and Jabal Ar-Rahmah in Arafat. One important cost that not included in the package was hadiyu or kurbani. In our case, this was organized by our mutawif and we paid £180 per person. We could also actually book the hadiyu through Nusuk when we booked the package, but it's a bit complicated, so we focused on securing our package at the time. That's all for the detail of my Hajj package. I hope this information is helpful, especially for those of you who are planning to perform Hajj this year. In the next video, inshallah, I will explain my daily activities during the Hajj, covering how we manage our time and logistics, what the experience was like in each location, and tips for making your Hajj journey smoother. Thank you and wassalamualaikum.